Hello everyone, and I am Chef Sanjay Kak, and with me is Mr. Sandeep Mukherjee. We are here today to discuss a very new age topic, which has got many names, and it's become a gamut of different activities in the new age, computerized age, which we call artificial intelligence, augmented reality, and many more names. Now, why are we discussing this? The reason is that every innovation that comes to the fore in the education or in the hospitality industry, that the people in the hospitality industry are using to improve in many ways, it is important that it finds a safe place, a good place in hospitality education. Here at IIHM Hotel Schools Worldwide, we have decided that this whole year we are going to talk about, teach, understand, and research the AI in its many forms and how it can be translated into education, how it can be translated into hospitality operations, and how it can be finally made into a field of study for students of hospitality at large.
Right.
So who else to talk about this than Mr. Sandeep? Mr. Mukherjee, tell me that we have been talking about it at the back channels for some time now, and over the last few weeks we have put even more emphasis on it. We are talking a lot about this with our students. So tell me, how do you think AI in its various forms is going to help, or how it is going to support the ever-growing hospitality industry in making changes in what we are doing today?
Very significant, important, and a very solid question, Chef. Glad to be chatting with you in particular. Many of us have been privileged, to transgress and progress through the various decades
Stages
of learning. And if you recall, when we started, let me give an example from your own point of view in production. I'll come to front office later on. You had a daily food cost situation also in some senses over there. You would have kitchen consumption registers, which were hand drawn up.
Correct.
You would have kitchen consumption sheets.
Correct.
You would have your goods receiving vouchers and sheets, everything manual, right, over there. Things worked even then. I'm not saying it did not work at all.
Yes, I agree with
But
you.
there was a lot of pressure. Remember yourself at the end of the night, 12 o'clock, trying to go into the cold room, looking at ABC items, doing an inventory of that so that your next day's requirements can be plugged on.
Correct.
Over the phone maybe to your suppliers, to where we are at a point of time where predictive analysis of
Correct.
all these what I said for your own production has taken place in front of us. I used to work in a very large hotel, my first job, the Ashoka in Delhi,
Wow.
1977, 670 sort of a key mammoth hotel.
20 types of sheets, 20 types of cards to be filled every time.
Absolutely. So, if you recall the learnings in front office, we were taught diary, card, Cardex, Whitney, everything manual, mind you.
Correct.
Ashoka was on Whitney.
Yes.
At the back end in reservations, there was the diary, okay. Yet it worked, right? But there were situations of overbooking, underbooking, predictive analysis, and so many other issues that came across.
I think productivity was probably the biggest, I would say, problem. It was the biggest problem.
We never looked at it that way because that's what we knew.
Yeah.
Okay. So we had these NCR machines in large hotels. However, in other hotels, we would do manual billing, recap sheets, and night audit sheets by hand. And I remember to do that night audit, it would be close to 6 in the morning when the early morning guests would be coming in to check out, and we have not been able to refresh and make a new billing for that same room and do a checkout. So things were very different. Okay, things have changed at this point.
Can I just say something?
Sure.
You said night audit. I remembered something. While I was doing my industrial training at Hyatt, and I was in front office in the night shift at some times, our job, as you said, at 6 o'clock in the morning, was rolling the night auditor's report, which used to fill the whole room.
Yeah, because he would work the whole night to do the night audit, right?
He would look at the sheets without separating them, and in the morning we had to roll it up and then cut it into smaller sheets.
So those were the days, and those were the systems. It worked. I'm not saying it did not work.
Yeah,
large hotels also worked. There were very large hotels, and all of us did that. Then slowly we went into a computerized situation. Okay, over there, Fox Pro based simple solutions started coming into a situation whereby today we teach opera to students in the hotel school, and at a prick of a point, the night audit at 12 midnight comes out at 12:01. Right.
Correct.
These are not artificial intelligence stuff. These are essentially technical stuff. Technology has taken us to different levels. Electronics. And why I said lucky, because both of us, we have gone through the entire gamut.
Correct.
So from a bicycle economy to where we are today to artificial intelligence suddenly. So your question was why AI in a sense?
Yeah. Why would you
Why so? We have no choice at this point of time. A reason being, all our apps, all our processes, all our systems are gearing up to welcome the new gen guest who's also akin and used to it, and we would also like to progress and find out about what are the new advents, and therefore our top lines and bottom lines, our revenues, our EBITDAs, everything flows correctly into place, and there are so many aspects of it. That's why IIHM, the institute that both of us work in, has taken a conscious decision that this year onwards we are going to introduce AI in hospitality. We have a hospitality technology course already, by the way, a module.
Yes,
we already have that. Not that we don't have. We have digital marketing already, which these students in their 3 years platform teach. But Dr. Bose, with his vision and his views, has decided that we start off, we look at what all offerings are happening in world hotels at this point of time, what are they doing, bring it into the classroom, and hopefully over a period of time, have an AI lab maybe for our students.
Correct.
So that's the reason, Chef.
Fantastic. So we all agree that change is inevitable, and as you said, both of us came from the non-computer days to MS-DOS days,
Exactly.
to the floppy disk days, and then to the CD drive.
Right.
And today, what has happened is the student who is getting into hospitality and the guest who is coming into the hotel, both have evolved
in a very big way.
And especially India and Asia,
Oh yes.
which has developed as a massive a hub of technology education, and now supplying manpower to the whole world. What keeping what you said about why it is important, how do you think we can augment the AI into the 3 different stages of teaching in hospitality education, especially at IIHM, where, as you yourself said, we already have hospitality technology, we have digital
marketing, we have revenue management.
So,
which not many colleges have, by the way.
Yeah, correct. I agreed. And especially the digital marketing, entrepreneurship.
Absolutely.
And all these things are very
cutting edge. Absolutely.
Very unique and cutting edge. So how do you think in the 3 stages, if you really break it down into, let's say, beginners, intermediate, and the 3rd years, how do you think we can augment this AI thing, the whole gamut of AI, into the teaching?
Can be done simply at a point of time, but please bear, viewers and everyone else we are sitting at this point of time at an inflection point.
Correct.
ChatGPT
Agree.
is just about rolled in. OpenAI has come in, let's say, really launched by about December of last year, in a sense. Yet, if you look at the students and their answer sheets and the way that they talk and their presentations, they have taken out to that extent. So, therefore, the teachers need to be at that level also, at a point of time.
Especially, I have experienced the use of ChatGPT in writing letters and applications.
Wonderful. So why not? So students today are clued on. As you said, we have got people who are very, very, different in terms of their IQ levels,
Correct.
and they think a lot. And at a point of time, for us, it was a do or die situation. If a boss says, "Okay, it's yours to do and die," and we would do that.
Yeah.
But over here, people question, and it's welcome. That's how the things have shaped up.
Yes.
So let's say if you're talking about the 3 stages, at the formative stage, it is very, very important to figure out. And if you permit me to break it down, this is my thought. And we have done up an initial course. We have drawn it up already. And we have drawn it up only till the level of year 1 and year 2 at this point of time, because year 2, as you know, that they go up for a 6-month industrial training.
Correct.
Hoping that they would also be able to catch on what's happening in the industry.
Correct.
So the background or the foundation is what we are going to try to build up. And we have built up. In about a week's time, the course shall be ready. Looks like we'll be fusing in hospitality technology along with AI, because a whole lot of issues are basically technical technology related, and therefore it makes it comprehensive, it makes it holistic. So what we will do is, first of all, we will talk to them about what are the apps that are existent. So that's an excitement opener. So let's say in videos or chat GPTs and so on and so forth.
Correct.
And to brush people up and tell them, guys, this is what's happening. You need to know into that. So that's a trailer.
A beginner.
Okay, to get them excited. However, intro into AI in hospitality is going to be an area that we'll also look at. So therefore, robotics, interventions, chatbots, which I've been to hotels in Bangalore, I've been to hotels in Hyderabad, and mind you, they are not branded hotels, but they are smart hotels. I need a towel, I don't need to ask anyone. Night shift, 1 star. I got my chatbot, I got my things, I just need it. And within a minute, the security comes and delivers. And mind you, there's a follow-up, thank you.
Yes, correct.
Do you need anything else? So we'll do an intro, we'll do a data analytics and AI. For instance, property management system, we have to teach them, okay, data gathering, how we can do better from that, whether we can look at guest interaction patterns, whether we can look at insights into AI and machine learning. Machine learning, again, going back to ChatGPT in video, stuff like that. Progressing, we'll look at customer experience enhancement, because they'll go to the hotels. They'll go to the hotels. And within that, what will we do? We'll look at creating personalized experiences. How can it be done through AI? Or how are hotels doing? How are the top hotels today doing? How are they taking advantage of that? It's important to let them know. We'll be falling back on data.
Correct.
From world hotels, okay, and looking at how they are working on it. Customized recommendations, how can it be done? Great for chefs.
Yes.
In that case, depending upon a profile of health, etc., whatever.
Especially with high net worth guests.
High requirement guests also.
High requirement guests
also.
And
by the way, CIS is capturing the information worldwide anyway.
Yes.
From all the customers.
That way, it's going to become really, really easy.
Yeah.
For the hotels,
for delivery,
for catering establishments, for the delivery, and for the guest also.
Exactly.
Because he doesn't
need to pronounce. He doesn't need to talk. It's a
at
delight.
multiple cities.
At multiple cities.
That's also
absolutely. So therefore, predictive analysis for performances. Okay, sentiment analysis of guest feedback. How beautiful can it be if AI, and I believe it is being done, that you have come into as a guest to me, you have had one interaction in one of my restaurants, it has not been that good, okay, that exciting. Now I am predicting that when you check out, what sort of guest feedback you're going to give me. So therefore your sentiment analysis while you're during your stay with me comes to me immediately, and all my guardian angels in various departments
do the correction.
Do the correction, absolutely.
Correct.
So those sort of things. RM and AI, because so far we had RM. We started off with Excel sheets, moved on into, various algorithms.
Yes.
Now, how is AI going to impact RM? And that's being worked upon. We have not come to that stage yet.
No, not yet.
But we shall, and we shall keep a very close watch on these.
I just to cut you in between. I saw a wonderful interaction of as far as customer analysis is concerned with the chatbots at the airlines.
Okay.
If you go to
How's
the
that?
airline
I'm
website,
intrigued.
if you go to the websites or let's say even the X accounts of certain airlines, you will see they have chatbots.
Yeah, they have.
And it surprises you sometimes that how much of the information can they collate. Obviously, you have to give certain important informations, like for example your PNR number.
No, I'm not an expert. I'm also intrigued. Is that really under the gamut of AI, or is it algorithms, or is it moving into that sort of a predictive situation? Maybe, possibly.
Yeah,
Not sure.
what I personally gathered was it was like a kind of a chatbot.
It is.
And
Which is?
which is based on algorithm.
Yeah.
Because it's picking up your information of your past travel, of your future travel, and it is chatting with you up to a particular level where it probably feels helpless.
Anyway, predictive analysis is there for all of us to see.
Yes.
Anyway, I walk into a store, into the airport, and the next, let's say it's a jewelry store, and then
you get
walk out. I don't do anything, but it's already, asking me.
Correct.
That would you like to buy this,
Would you
that,
like
and
to
the
buy
other.
that?
So stuff like then the next is the operational efficiencies. That's very important for our
Yes.
students to understand. They must understand that the departments sitting here today are working on what sort of stuff? Food and beverage. What is the AI element of intervention? Robotics, where is it working? And it's working.
Yes, it is.
It's absolutely working in many spaces. Why is it working? Shortage of labor, this, that, and the other. Why? Swimming pool cleaning, for instance, spider webs. Okay. Housekeeping, what's happening? Production, what's happening over
Correct.
there? So all these operational efficiency touch points are what we are going to talk to them. We don't have a AI lab as yet,
No.
but I'm hoping that soon we shall be working around with major partners. Then ethical and social implications. There are some ethical and social implications, job losses, this, that, and the other, data privacy and stuff, which we must teach our students.
Yeah, and I think
Also.
it will come with time.
With time.
The awareness of that is going to come
But
with
for us, it's important to talk to them because they'll be dealing with a lot of data when they go to,
Correct.
hotels,
Correct.
hospitality. It's important. Like we are dealing with a lot of data of the
Yes,
students,
of course.
as well. So those, and finally, practical applications and case studies probably at year 2 by experts.
experts.
Let the experts come in, the biggies. And as you said, in India, we have no shortage, okay? We are the top end companies.
Yes.
So we are going to augment their help and their support. And these are the 7 areas we've sort of focused on in these 2 years. We are not taking it to third year as such, but they'll be going in, and that's about the end of it. This is what we are thinking.
I think the third year will be taken care of automatically because by that time there will be more development.
We are
more
building a
understanding.
foundation because end of
Yes.
the day, we are not going to build the apps. We are going to be end users.
Correct.
How do we use it? So this is, if that answers your question.
Yes, it does. And I was also, just I think reading an hospitality publication only yesterday. There is a mad rush for employment of AI officers by hospitality companies.
It's very interesting. It's something. So these are the sort of info that we need to sort of build up around
Correct.
with each other.
And
So like 20 years back, whoever thought that there'll be a position called a revenue manager?
correct.
And today, revenue managers are becoming general managers.
Correct.
A general manager cannot work without a revenue manager.
Can't work without a revenue. I always used to say, the people who used to work before us, they used to say, what is the use of let's say for example, a food and beverage control.
Food cost controller.
Food
They
and
would think
beverage
they're just
controller.
basic clerks.
Yeah, they are
would think.
basically, and initially, if you remember, there really used to be somebody from the accounts who would take the
Correct.
responsibility.
Correct.
Who did not have any knowledge.
No, operating knowledge. as such.
Operating knowledge, but then later on it developed.
Yeah.
They probably
Yeah.
they run the food and beverage departments.
Absolutely.
The money wise. So I think on the whole, what you said lays a firm
Base.
foundation.
Because it's the inflection period that we are talking about at this point.
The
of
science in the offing.
It's the science
so
in the
so
offing,
it leaves a massive.
And we are not going to be left behind.
No,
As
no,
academics.
correct. And I think on most of the important developments in the industry, we have kept ourselves abreast.
Absolutely.
And we'll obviously continue that.
Yeah.
And we are making a very wonderful, ground for the students who are studying now and who are going to come in the future, for them to make sure that they understand.
And telling them that is a very exciting phase of your life. It's a very
Correct.
interesting stuff. And you can leverage this in any particular work sphere of your life.
Yes, not
only
necessary
hotels.
Correct.
Not necessarily
I agree.
hotels.
Not necessary hotels. Because a lot of our students work in technology companies.
We have a problem because hotels complain today that most of your good guys don't join hotels.
Yeah,
they're joining other industries.
Yes.
And
Retail.
between us, we joke that we are no more a hotel management institute; we are a services management.
Correct.
So-
Hospitality,
Yeah.
retail, these companies,
Banking,
international service
insurance,
companies, insurance,
whatever,
banking,
real estate. I mean,
Yeah.
name it. Hospitals,
hospitals. Not only hospitals, even facility management.
facility management. Just name it.
So I think this is a firm ground that is being built
Yeah.
for the students to understand what is happening, and for them to pick up its imbibe. And I think that is the most important effort that we are making here at IIHM Hotel Schools, to make sure that the students understand the importance, work on it, and then of course in future work on it themselves so that they can improve and make sure that they add an element of upgrading the place where they work.
True.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Mr.
you so
Mukherjee.
much.
Anything that you would add before we close?
No, perfect. I think that's basically, like I said, we are at an inflection period. But however, the fact of the matter remains that we talked about the social implications and other issues. Our thinking is that if we create this sort of a learning atmosphere, pedagogy over here, students would not have a fear of being left out as to what's happening in the real-time world.
Correct.
This is what we are trying to do and
Right.
create. And if I am correct, because I do work with you all as your academic advisor, there is no institute within India, hotel management, who have thought about and who are trying to create an AI in hospitality curriculum. So
Agreed.
That's what I
Agreed. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for talking to us, and I
Always
think
a pleasure.
we will continue this series of podcasts for the students and the professionals, and of course our own students who are studying with us, to look into this topic in a more comprehensive way. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
everyone for watching.